So guys, make sure to stay until the end, because if you make one common mistake you may end up spending thousands of dollars on parts diagnostics that you may need. Make sure to stay until the end, we will explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Challenger, the generation here from year 2014 to year 2024. If you need to find where oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 1 and oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 2 fuses and relays are located, which fuses and relays control them. Also, if you need to buy replacement parts and tools at a good price, we'll share the information in the video for your convenience. So let's start on it now, guys. So before we start, guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart. We show you how to fix transmissions, engines, bodywork, electrical components, fuses, relays. Why we do all that, guys? Because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. We have, guys, more than 15,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can practically, guys, save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. And if you need to buy parts, tools at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put the links in the description of the video below for your convenience. So guys, oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 1 is known as upstream oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 2 is known as downstream oxygen sensor. If you want to see how to test upstream or downstream oxygen sensor, we'll have videos on our YouTube channels that will teach you all about that. Today we'll be working two different fuse boxes. The first fuse box, we need to open the hood. Once you open the hood, okay, here on the passenger side next to your engine you may have a V6, V8, it doesn't matter, the fuse box will still be there. Remove that cover by squishing the tabs together and lift it up. Underneath you have a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. It is, guys, very important to test fuses and relays. On those fuses you cannot clearly see if they're burnt or not, especially you can see in the J-case fuses as well. And if you guys assume, okay, let's say you remove a fuse, you look at it and you assume, guys, that it's actually a good fuse, but it's actually a bad fuse, sometimes you cannot clearly see that. What can easily happen, guys, at that point, you can put the bad fuse in and you start replacing parts and tools that you don't need to, so you will lose your time, you lose your money to fix a problem that doesn't exist, when all we had to do is test the fuse and replace it. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses, how to check relays very easily as well, guys. So check it out, it will be in the description of the video below. So here, guys, we will need to check up to 4 fuses and 3 relays that are for engine management, because there is very limited information what they're for, but most likely you have 1 or 2 fuses controlling the oxygen sensors. In this row here you need to check fuse 31, fuse 34, fuse 35 and fuse 37. Next you need to check relay 63 right here. After that, open the trunk, lift the carpet liner up. Underneath you have a spare tire and a car battery right there. You see here is the fuse box for the trunk. That's located in the trunk, so that's a closer look. Squish the tabs, pull the cover up, and you have that layout here. You need to check relay 29, and also, guys, you need to check relay 14. For some specific models you may have that one as well, but those are the most common things we check on Dodge Challenger oxygen sensor fuses and relays. So, guys, this Dodge Challenger has all kinds of different fuses and relays. Those could be really hard to find if you're in the middle of nowhere. We'll, guys, put a link in the description of the video below where you can get some spare ones put in the glove box, because one time we needed a spare, we couldn't find one, and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere because of that, guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.